I don't want to sound like
Is this
Christian talk people say that, but that's what I just think. I just think that it's nothing. There's nothing cute if Satan likes you, because we have told that this person is here to steal, kill, and destroy. So why are we romanticizing it?
She did not know. She speaks Korean. She doesn't speak Arabic.
Let us know in the comments. Is this for Christians?
Is this a Christian? Where's my Bible? As a child of God, should you be watching this K-drama? We binged Genie Make a Wish, a K-drama about a genie who grants wishes.
Yeah.
Is that not cute?
I'm not really a fan of this K-drama, honestly, because they were just blatant repetition of the name Satan and Iblis. I don't think there's anything cute about Satan loving you. Yeah, I tried to give a pass for my demon. Like, okay, they had this explanation in the beginning about my demon, like the K-drama. But for this one, it's just no.
We'll get into more of that later. If you're just joining us for the very first time, welcome to our channel. My name is Inifome.
And my name is Vokim.
And if you're joining us for the second or the 10th or the 1 millionth time, thank you and welcome back. So this drama follows Iblis, a genie who has been trapped in this lamp. You know how a genie story is. They're trapped in this lamp for over 900 years because the last person that was his master, he kept on making selfless wishes. And he has this bet with God that human beings are selfish. But this girl proves that human beings can be selfless, and she kept making selfless wishes. So that's why he was trapped in the lamp. And now, after over 900 years, he's released.
So now that he meets his master, Kika Young, she's this emotionless young woman, her reincarnated self. But however, even though she's this emotionless person that's also psychotic, she still makes selfless wishes.
Yeah, and he might lose his bet with God.
Yeah. So for this K-drama where the girl is in love with Iblis as Satan.
But for those who do not know, in Islam, Iblis is known as Satan.
Yeah. So they still called Satan in the show. Yeah. So it's definitely just a love affair or an attraction between a human being and Satan. Satan is here to actually cause mayhem and just tell God that your creatures are not so good, and he happened to not fall in love with a human being. So that's basically what this show is about. And I know I understand fantasy and I like fantasy, but I think this one I'm not really a fan of this show at all. I don't think there's anything cute about it.
For me, I don't really care. I don't really care because I think I don't like, or even though they're making it very literal that okay, this is Satan, and they kept saying the story, it's same thing that you see in the Bible or in the Quran, of how God cast down this one from. I think they lean more towards the Islamic part of it because they talked about how that's how the mythology is. The genie made from smoke.
Yeah,
and it basically is the same story of how Satan has cast down from hell and he's trying to win souls here. So all these stories, there are many of them like this, Lucifer, and there are many shows like this. So I don't really take it literally how they are putting it. I like to say, okay, even though you can use other ways to say, okay, a battle between good and evil or good and bad. I don't just really take it seriously.
I'm not against fantasy. I enjoy good fantasy. Don't get me twisted. I enjoy good fantasy. However, I just felt like, okay, the blatant Iblis and everything, and this, because technically this genie story is also a fantasy that the genie is in a bottle or in a lamp. In these Arabian folk tales and folklore stories, genies are these wise people and they are very tricky. And so you can be making a wish and you are just really tying yourself around with rope. It's also the same story in African folktales as well, where they tell you you have to pick 3 boxes. So it's just really interesting and intriguing like that. But for this one, I found it very dense. There's just a lot of things going on and it was just boring in my opinion.
And you also mentioned that you did not like that when other people do genie stories, like Americans have done Aladdin and the rest of that. So that's one thing I don't understand why they wanted to name this character Iblis. And I don't think that in doing so they were even creative with their choices because they just made it seems like almost, I won't call it plagiarism, but you can say it's plagiarism because this is the exact story from later to later of how the devil was cast down from heaven by God.
It's not really plagiarism, it's a general story.
I know it's a general story, but you can call it plagiarism because it doesn't seem original. Because the way you can take this sort of character and just make it your own, or you can just make it a character that people care about. Because you've seen people take this Aladdin, the genie, and they've made it this. But I think the problem with the writer now, they try to take multiple folk tales and mythologies and try to put together without even changing or adding any twist to it. Okay, why should I like it? Not really. When I read this, I was like, okay,
Satan is stupid.
But when I was reading, I was like, okay, this is exactly like these are the lines from the show. that, oh, I was cast down because there was this voiceover in the beginning, I was cast down by God. I refuse to bow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's written to that Iblis refused to bow to God's creation on earth. That's humans on earth. But that's why Iblis was cast down, and he's supposed to. But that's, I don't know if you
That's
get my point.
basically Satan's story.
Yes.
And so that's
So
why
saying that they
always,
don't really make an effort to even try to make it. Because we've seen Aladdin story, Genie. They don't really make the genie. Every other genie adaptation, different stories. I don't know have to even use Aladdin. Every other ones they try to add something about this genie. But I don't think this Korean show added anything about the genie at all. That okay, I don't really want to care about him. They just use the Satan story, and Satan is falling in love with this person, or this person falling in love with Satan.
well,
You get me?
I kind of get you, but still, I did not feel this K-drama, and it was very unending, unwinding. There's a lot of storylines that, like, okay, you might not even care about some, but I don't even know. I just think it was just a lot. I think it was dense.
I don't have a problem with this K-drama. I enjoyed watching this K-drama. I'm telling you, I enjoyed it because when I go to watch Korean romantic comedies, it's different. The head I go there is different from when I was going to watch a thriller, because I know I'm expecting twists and turns, subplots that will connect later. I'm like, oh my god, I'm wowed. When I go for their comedy, sometimes I like to skip Korean comedies. But when I go for their comedies, I already know what I'm supposed to expect. I know what the last episode is supposed to be. I already know what the last episode is going to be like. So me going to go watch the show, I think when you just keep your expectations, manage your expectations, I know you will say that you don't go with any expectations.
Exactly, that's what I'm about to say.
But when you just go there like, okay, I'm just going to just watch the show, that's how I went. And honestly, I just binged it. I wanted to just finish it at once and before I go to the another thing. But I know that if I want to go and watch something else and come back to watch the other episodes, I might not come back to it, or maybe I might. But I just wanted to finish the show. I was hooked to it, honestly.
I wasn't hooked at all. It felt like torture for me watching this 13 episodes. And yes, I went into the show not expecting anything. I was like, okay, K-drama is coming. It's popular on Netflix. Let's press play. That's how I went into the show. I wasn't expecting any love or somebody, because I already have like this love and hate relationship with K-dramas, especially the romantic ones. I love their trailers, but you see these romantic ones, they are just a tad bit too much for me. And it's just repetition after, like, they were repeating things, over explaining things. You see what we did here? Those kind of things actually just throw me off all the time. Like, okay, tell me a story. This spoon feeding was alarming. It was just all over the place. It was just too much for me. So most of the time, it just gets, and I don't know. I always want to say this thing, but I fear that people will come for me and say,
You will
"Oh,
hear
I'm
it
saying
first
rubbish."
here.
But I
don't
don't
care what to
think
say.
that K dramas are funny. The
I've
anime,
heard it before,
the
but
anime,
it's your first time hearing it.
the entire things. I don't know. It's fun to me. Especially Kikayon's character. First of all, the Iblis. I don't like the fact that they even made Iblis like this Dumbo that doesn't know about things that are happening in the world right now. Yes, he have been buried or whatever, but I just feel like
So just for
what
the
we're
comic
told about
of it.
genies and what we're told about Satan and everything is this wise serpent, this wise. That's why they will use the serpent as, what's it called now? In the analogy, they use the serpent. He's this wise, corny, tricky person. But yeah, he does this goofball that a human being is hitting anyhow, and and I don't
It
know
was for the comic
why I was
relief
no,
part.
I'm not saying that it's
And,
not.
okay,
I'm
that's
just
also
trying to
your
say,
point of they are
why,
not
how
funny.
is this funny? It's not funny at all. It was not just funny at all to
Yeah,
me.
it's domestic violence.
And the girl, she was just so a lot to me. The entire
Kikayong.
hitting, the fight, I was just sitting there saying, okay,
I knew you were not going to like
I
Kikayon's
want to
character
get
when
out
I
of
saw
here.
her. I said, "Fucking not like this girl." I did not care about her. I cared about seeing the genie, and whether you like it or not, I laughed at some things that the genie did.
I laughed at nothing. I swear, I promise you, I laughed at nothing. And I can be easy to please sometimes, but sometimes yes, but nothing was funny in this show at all. It was just torture after torture. Every episode was just, oh my god, and it's just a long 1 hour, and you have to sit there and you are now questioning your life decisions. Like, okay, why am I doing this to myself?
Really?
I'm very honest right now.
Kikayong, I don't care about her. They painted this character as somebody that is like a psychopath. And then everybody in the village keeps saying it. You already know how she is from when she was a baby. But now she's she's older. The village women are still doing, oh, yeah, psychopath. You don't know how to do this. You don't feel, you don't cry. It was very repetitive. I would agree that the show was repetitive.
And over-explanatory.
What kept me there was, okay, how is this going to happen? Because we had the Angel of Death as a character here too. And okay, is he going to, although we already know how to, but how is it going to happen is the problem here. Or the reason why I was so hooked to the show. Like, okay, how are they going to fall in love, or are they going to fall in love really? Is any of them going to kill him? And how would they get to the loophole? Because we always know there's going to be a loophole.
The loophole was even very weak.
Yeah, that brings us to the loopholes.
Let me just say something first. We grew up watching this kind of movies, and it was only when I grew up later on that I knew that it's not something that is just like this cute that you rub on your arm or and you just go, just this. It was later on I realized that no, these Genie spirits are actually very, tricky. But and it was very interesting. Especially when it's time for the genie to come. Like you are waiting for the person to make a wish and everything.
Also, I call on Genie appear.
Yeah, I bid you, Genie, now appear.
I bid you, Genie, now appear.
Like, it's so cool. You're watching this and you're happy. This one.
What name was that film again? I can't
remember. I can't remember, but we watched. There are a lot of them growing up.
From the land beyond.
Yeah, from World Past Hope and Fear, I bid you, Genie, now appear. Like, you are watching something and it's okay. But this one,
your wish.
Then when the girl became okay, no spoiler.
The twist part, the ending episode. Korean dramas, I think they need to work on their final episodes.
Like, we don't need to know what's happened.
We don't like that wrap up table, or we don't want to post. Just write the story and just. I seem like the producers ask that, okay, we want a happy ending or ending that will wrap in a certain way, because it's always the same thing. Yeah. Always, all the characters end up Sherry Bloom at the end. There
was no Sherry Bloom this time, it was Sand.
All these things must happen. So
okay, also Sherry Bloom.
So what do you think about the twist? Kika becomes a genie. The female version of Genie is
there anything like that in this world?
I did not really check that one.
I didn't check that, but I didn't bother to check, like, okay, this sound made up, but okay, go on. I found it that's the look what they have to do so that they can be together. So they basically, at the end, we're told that because for Kika punishment for Satan loving her is that she's going to have this psychotic attitude, like she goes be sick about that, like it was her lot in life for that. And so now she cried her heart out in the desert and she died. That means she went to hell. How you cry to your death? It's possible, dehydration and everything. So she died, and basically what they're trying to tell me now is that Kika went to hellfire so that she can be with her love, and they are going around the world granting wishes. So I'm not sure. What is the point?
Love. You can do anything for love.
I love creative liberty, but I think that this one was just. I feel they just wanted to make this series by all means. I know that people are going to like it or press play.
I think people are really torn about it, but I've not really read a lot of reviews. But I think people are a bit torn about the whole thing. I am
so torn. I do not like it at all.
You're torn?
Not like torn. Not like I like it or I don't like it. I don't like it because even the fact that I was her grandmother that went to meet the angel of death so I can bring back the genie. I was saying, okay, is this even relevant? And again, these things are not funny. I don't know why they do them. But maybe the general consensus is that they love it when they're doing that. Is that
they have a market for it, and I think it's how they are. I think it's how they are. I think I've told you this thing before about how K-dramas are made. Like, it's just how they are.
But the thrillers is not so animated like that.
No, but you notice that the female characters are still like, and the male are like, oh, I'm not trying to stereotype everybody or put them in a box. I'm sorry if you feel offended.
I know. I know that. Yeah, I know.
We see every time.
From watching Korean reality TV shows, I know that they're very chatty and they're very expressive people. From what I've observed, yes, I agree. But sometimes it's not just funny. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just saying.
That's true. You watch the reality TV shows, you've seen that they're kind of like this.
They're chatty, yeah, and they're very. They can.
Because you keep on saying, "Oh,
what are you doing here?" Does that work? Like, just we can learn from a facial expression that you are curious, like, okay, and you move. There's sometimes that they do that. So you are not seeing. That's when you want to bring some sort of mystery. When you want to introduce some character, you just see the person, you're like, okay, who is that? Or sometimes it's just very, especially for the main character, it's just very. I will talk and I will spoon feed you, and you're going to like it. That's why the shows are up to 1 hour, because to me, 20 minutes is enough for every episode.
I think you're ending like in 10 episodes. So a lot of filler storylines that I didn't really
or even
care about, because I don't know what was the point. I think they're trying to teach us a lesson about wanting lusting for beauty and youth or whatever. But I don't think his grandmother's plot line was necessary in 2092, because one of the wishes that Kika Young made was that her grandmother should be her age. I don't think it was necessary. There's so much fillers. Even the YouTube couple that she said, because her first wish was the genie should grant the wishes of 5 people that they meet on the way. It was not really necessary. Even the serial killer man, the plot lines were a lot of subplots were not necessary, although they were trying to show us that, okay, how human beings can be greedy or how human beings can be good. So it was just there. I did not have a bad time with this K-drama. I think I'm going to rate it. Not 5 stars. I'll give it 3 stars.
I'll give it 2. Skip it. Yeah, I think I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. Yeah, I just got myself old, but it's not because I'm getting older and I'm just saying that okay, some things are not nice, but I still believe that there's some K-dramas out there that will keep me hooked. I'm still
It's
in the
like thrillers that
hunt
you're
for
enjoying, so I think those are the
yeah,
ones. But
yeah. I'll tell you to skip it.
I don't know. If you like K-dramas, if you like the goofy of course, presses, we are the market for it.
Yeah, if you do that, but if you have,
I even told Bucky that, oh, you notice that Kim Woobin, who was playing the genie, did his appearance. He wore his outfit from when he was younger in the air, his character in the air. Okay, then she not feel
this was
anything.
my exact face when I saw that.
No such thing.
And mind you, I love The Inheritors. I love that show very much. But I don't like moving in that show because he was stressing out my Lemmy Ho. And anybody that's stressing out Lemmy Ho in a movie,
It's
you
cancelled.
are already cancelled. So I did not like that character. First of all, he came and I'm like, is this even necessary to the plot?
He was trying to woo her.
I know, but
and they're like, okay, maybe she like a K-drama pop star or something. I'm like, oh,
so many
like
Hail Marys, so many fluffs, so many. I want to keep the audience hooked as much as possible. We want these people to love this thing. So many. The only cool thing about this K drama that I really like is the animation, the part where they are fighting. Like that drawing part where they say, "Well, I was made of a cloud of smoke." Then the angel of death and everything. Then the painting. Now,
the painting behind in the Angel of
I
Death's office.
love it. That's the only part
I think
I
I
like.
like the one. My favorite character in the show was the Angel of Death. Actually,
No, it wasn't. I did not like
I think
him.
he was annoying, but at the same time, I liked seeing him because when he comes, you can know that, oh, there are some things at stake here. There are some things at stake in the drama.
A lot of things at stake.
Khalid. They shove those things to the end of the drama.
Yeah.
Not really in between. They'll just make sure it's like, okay, somebody's shaking his hand. Okay,
20
let's go back
years
to love.
Is missing. Let's go back to love. This thing is happening. Let us talk about how Kikanyang will beat me. Let us talk about the rain. Then also
how we're going to kiss without rain.
I like the fact that they're not over dilly for the feelings thing. The feelings are just direct because most of the time it's just like a K-drama cliche by now that they have to dilly dally around their feelings. But they don't really dilly dally around feelings, and that's good. But still enough for me. And I just like that.
So yes, if you love to watch romance from the South Korean country. That makes sense. From South Korea.
Until next time, do take care of yourself and let us know your comments in the comment section.
Is this for Christians?
I don't want.
Is it cute that Satan should like you? Should fall in love with you?
I don't want to sound like
is
this sense of people. That's why I was actually hesitant to even say that. But that's what I just think that it's nothing. There's nothing cute if Satan likes you. Because we have told that this person is here to kill, steal, kill, and destroy. So why are we romanticizing it?
She does not know. She speaks Korean. She doesn't speak Arabic.
Let us know in the comments. Is this for Christians?
Is this a Christian? Where's my Bible? As a child of God, should you be watching this K-drama? As a child of God, should you watch Genie Make a Wish?
Goodbye.